We want to welcome everybody here to OABCIG High School here in Ida Grove, home of the Falcons. We're at the baseball field tonight where the Falcons of OABCIG are going to take on the Rams of MVAOCOU. I'm going to try to call them the Rams all night long because I can't get all those letters out without leaving out of town. So I'll do my best. The coaches meet at home plate here. Two teams come in tonight. The Rams 1-3 in conference, 3-9. Losers of their last 5. But coming off a 3-2 loss to KP, who's 8-4 on the season and took it to the Falcons earlier this week. 1-run loss to Woodbine and a 4-0 loss to IKM. So you kind of feel like depending on who's on the mound for them, they could be a formidable opponent despite their losing record. Falcons come in 4-2 in the conference and 8-3 overall. 4 out of 5 games won by the Falcons in their last 5, including a 24-0 win at Siouxland Christian, that 11-0 loss earlier this week against KP. And we'll get our starting lineups here. We'll listen in. And your starting lineups for tonight. Batting first is Dixon for the Rams. Batting second, Smeltzer. Third is Schmidt. Batting fourth is Bo Clausen. Batting fifth is Patterson. Batting sixth is Kuhlman. Seventh, Howland. Batting eighth, Ingram. And batting ninth, another Kuhlman. And the lineup for the Falcons tonight: batting first, Jack Stajine; batting second, Miles Chesney; batting in the third spot, Cade Spots; the number 4 batter, Bryson Kohler; the 5th batter, Hoffman; Miles Beck batting in the 6th spot; Isaac Hofling batting in the 7th spot; Kelton Ladwig batting 8th; and Andrew Parks batting 9th. We'll be back with Falcon Baseball. You're watching Fuller Digital Solutions.
Welcome to your exclusive presentation of OABCIG Falcon Athletics on Fuller Digital Solutions. Now we begin our live coverage and hope you enjoy the broadcast.
The Hoffman Agency in Ida Grove wants to wish the OABCIG Falcons good luck. They know that whether it's athletics or academics, the OABCIG students work hard. The Hoffman Agency in Ida Grove offers old-fashioned customer service combined with today's technology to provide the high-quality, professional, personal, and commercial services that you deserve. The Hoffman Agency in Ida Grove, a proud supporter of the OABCIG schools.
As you cruise through downtown Odeboat, Iowa, you'll find Swanson Insurance and Real Estate. Have you visited swansonwithyou.com? Put in a quote request. Check out real estate listings. Swanson Insurance and Real Estate, with you through the ages, downtown Odeboat, online at swansonwithyou.com.
Miles Chesney to start things off here for the Falcons. First pitch, first swing, and a hit to the first baseman. Falcons able to make the stop. One down early as Dixon hits the ball straight to first base. First baseman steps on the bag. One down here in the top of the first. Pitch in there for ball one. That one high for ball two. Chesney on the year. 4 starts with a record of 3-1. ERA of 4.3. 23 strikeouts. 10 walks given on the season. There's a high fly ball to center field. Ladwig catches it easily, gets a nice break on the ball. That's for out number 2. And the Falcons with a quick 2 outs. Miles Chesney just 4 pitches so far in the inning. Caden Schmidt now up. Nice stop there by Chesney. Good throw over to first. And the Falcons start the game off in a positive way. Just 6 pitches by Chesney. Rams are retired. 1-2-3 in the top of the first. We'll head to the bottom of the first. Scoreless game. Falcons up to bat next. You're watching Fuller Digital Solutions.
The Hoffman Agency in Ida Grove wants to wish the OABCIG Falcons good luck. They know that whether it's athletics or academics, the OABCIG students work hard. The Hoffman Agency in Ida Grove offers old-fashioned customer service combined with today's technology to provide the high-quality, professional, personal, and commercial services that you deserve. The Hoffman Agency in Ida Grove, a proud supporter of the OABCIG schools.
Forget the ramps and hassles when hauling. They are built to tilt. Tilt bed trailers made at Holstein Fabrication and Holstein Manufacturing.
We're excited to now offer one of the best tilt bed trailers on the market, ranging from 22 to 28 feet in length. And like everything we manufacture, these trailers are built to work. last, and make your life easier. All with confidence when you hook up to a tilt bed trailer made at Holstein Fabrication and Holstein Manufacturing. Visit us online today at holsteinmfg.com.
Back here in the bottom of the first. Falcons getting ready to lead things off with Jax DeJean. DeJean leads the team in batting average right now, batting .579. 22 hits for DeJean, including 2 doubles, 1 triple, and a home run. 8 RBIs on the season for the leadoff hitter, 30 total bases. Swings at that first pitch for strike 1. Cracks the bat right up the middle. Makes its way into center field. DeJean's going to be safe at first with a base hit for the Falcons. The Falcons get the lead runner on. Now Chesney up. Chesney having a nice year at the plate as well. He's batting .480 on the season. 25 at-bats with 12 hits, 11 singles, and a double. DeJean immediately to second base. Throw down by the catcher. Safe by a mile. No danger there. Now a runner in scoring position. Miles Chesney at the plate. 0-1 the count. Now 1-1. Pitcher steps off the mound there. Chesney able to turn on one, back towards the fence. It's over the center fielder's head. That's going to score 1. Chesney's headed to second. DeJean's going to go home. Chesney's going to take a shot at third base, and he'll be thrown out at third. As when the ball went home, Chesney decided to try to get to third. Couldn't quite make it. Nice throw by the catcher to third base. That'll be the first out of the inning for the Falcons. So Spots takes ball 1. So you knew the play was going to be close. Chesney maybe a little of a late jump to third base. Spots hits it straight to the first baseman in the air for out number 2. Bryson Kohler now up for the Falcons. The junior hitting .308 on the season, 26 at-bats, 8 hits, 6 singles, 2 doubles. He struck out 5 times on the season and takes the first pitch for strike 1. A little hopper to the shortstop, over to first base, not able to make the play, and Kohler's going to be safe on the throwing error. So E6 there. Kohler stands at first. And Evan Hoffman up to bat, hitting .375. Kohler steals second there. Hoffman took that first pitch for ball 1. Ball 2 to Hoffman. Kohler sits at second in scoring position, looking for a base hit here from Hoffman. So the Falcons can plate another run. It's going to be outside to Evan. 3-0 the count, 2 down here in the bottom of the first. Ball 4. Hoffman's going to go to first. Kohler stays at second. 2 men on. Miles Beck, the senior, at the plate for the Falcons, hitting .241. 7 hits, 6 singles, and a double. Cracks one to the shortstop. Shortstop tries to make a play at second. Nobody there. Beck gets to first. His second base wasn't covered, so he couldn't get the force. And that loads the bases. Two outs, bases loaded for the Falcons. They've plated one already. Isaac Hofling at the plate. The sophomore with 11 hits so far in the season, batting .379. Cracks one there to the shortstop, not able to make the play at second. Falcons score 1, go in to score 2. And Hoffman's going to be called out at the plate. Aggressive base running there. But the Falcons end up with a run. 2-0 Falcons after 1. You're watching Fuller Digital Solutions.
Horn Memorial Hospital and Clinics, Ida Grove, Holstein, Odeboat, and Mapleton. Horn Memorial Hospital in Ida Grove is your ideal hospital, where personalized care is delivered by friendly, familiar faces you know and trust. 10 providers at 4 local clinics, as well as 11 outpatient clinics on site, allow for accessibility and convenience. Find out more about how Horn Memorial Hospital in Ida Grove and their area clinics can be your ideal hospital and your partner in health and wellness. Horn Memorial Hospital, your ideal hospital.
Ida Bowl, fun and fantastic food in one location. Some of the reviews you'll find, the food is always great and comes in generous portions. The service is awesome. They are so accommodating, a great place for a family celebration. Check out their Facebook page and you'll see what I'm talking about. Featuring daily lunch specials, superb supper options, and stick around for the bowling. It'll be a strike every time when you roll into Ida Bowl in Ida Grove.
As we start the top of the second, number 4 batter, freshman Bo Clausen, batting .133 on the season. 4 hits, 1 single, 3 doubles. Quite a stat line there. Starts off for the Rams as they were held scoreless. Went down 1-2-3 in the top of the first by the Falcon defense. Chesney on the mound. It's the first pitch in for strike 1. 1-1 now the count. One and two the count to Clausen. Clausen with a .458 on base percentage. And he's patient at the plate. Now 1-3. After the first pitch strike. 3 straight balls by Miles Chesney. Big swing there for strike 2, full count, as the Falcons look for their first out of the inning. And strike 3, Chesney's first strikeout of the game. Patterson now up, batting in the 5th spot tonight. An 8th grader coming in, going to be a freshman next year, batting .333. Played in 12 games, started 10 of them, as Mapleton kind of has a youth movement going on here. He's got 9 hits on the season, all singles. Struck out 10 times. First pitch in for strike by Chesney. One and one the count. Falcons jump out to an early 2-0 lead. Strike 2 there on Patterson. Falcons victorious over the Rams earlier in the season in a non-conference tilt. Sometimes that affects the lineups that coaches put out there, so you didn't know what to expect tonight. But so far, Falcons on top early. Two and two now the count with one out here in the top of the second. Big swing at a high fastball. Chesney sits another one down. His second strikeout of the inning, second strikeout of the game, and second out for the Falcons here in the top of the second. Mason Kuhlman now up in the 6th spot. It's that one in for strike 1. One and one now the count. High fastball just misses. One strike. 2 balls is the count. That one just misses as well. 3 and 1 the count, as they've made Miles throw a few more pitches this inning, but still with 2 down here in the top of the second. Chesney just at 20 pitches, even though he's had several more pitches in this inning than the last. That one fouled off. And a full count. It's going to be in the dirt after 2 straight strikeouts. Mason Kuhlman draws a walk from Chesney, drag him to a full count. The first base runner for the Rams so far in the game. Lefty Easton Howland up, batting .211 on the season, 38 at-bats. He's got 8 hits, 7 singles, and a double. He struck out 16 times. Takes first pitch for ball 1. Fouls that one off. 1 and 1 now the count. We talked earlier, Miles Chesney's started 4 games for the Falcons, 3 and 1 on the season, just over 4 for an ERA. Throws that over to first. Runner back in plenty of time. 1-1 the count to the batter with 2 outs. The Falcons lead 2-0 early in this ball game. Now 2 balls, 1 strike the count, and I would guess in that dugout, Mapleton was told to be a little more patient at the plate. They have been so far in this inning. That goes foul for strike 2, 2-2 the count. High and out of the zone there. Full count, payoff pitch coming. A runner at first for the Rams. Going to throw over to first, back in plenty of time. That's in there for strike 3. 3 strikeouts in the inning. Only 4 batters get to the plate for the Rams. Falcons lead after the top of the second, 2-0. We'll see the Falcon lineup when we come back. You're watching Fuller Digital Solutions.
Welcome to your new home from Ida Grove Homes. Your new home is strong. It's built with state-of-the-art indoor construction techniques and expertise in a controlled environment. Your new home is tough with exceptional energy efficiency and lower maintenance costs. Your new home is an outstanding value. We deliver homes faster at a lower cost with guaranteed pricing. Your new home is unique with endless floor plan and design options. Check them out at our website. So stop by Ida Grove Homes and let us introduce you to your new home.
Ignite is a creative and flexible learning opportunity of the Shenandoah Community School District. Through Ignite, students and families can perfectly tailor an educational system that matches their own individual needs. So you might be wondering, who's Ignite for?
My name is Caitlin Witcher, and I am a hybrid student with Ignite.
I'm Camden Vesley, and I'm an Ignite student.
I am Alex Frazee, and I am a hybrid student that has the opportunity to take Ignite courses.
Ignite is flexible, accessible, and inclusive of all students K through 12. So the only question is Ignite right for you?
Falcons make it through 7 batters in the bottom of the first. Now to the bottom of the second, Kelton Ladwig takes the first pitch for strike 1. Now puts one down to the shortstop. And the speedy Ladwig gets to first. Shortstop for the Rams had an interesting first inning. That time makes a great defensive play and a good throw over to first, but Ladwig beats the throw. Andrew Parks up for the Falcons, batting .333 on the season. 9 hits, 2 doubles, and 11 strikeouts for Parks. Steal on by Ladwig, throw down to second. Not on time. Ladwig gets to second base. It was ball 1 to Parks there. Falcons 3 hits, 2 runs in the bottom of the first. Parks shows bunt, pops it up, caught by the catcher, and he'll be out as the ball went up into foul territory. Unlucky break there for Andrew. 1 down here in the bottom of the second. Falcons lead 2-0. That brings us back to the top of the order, Jax DeJean, who singled to open the game and ended up scoring. in the first. Ball 1 to DeJean. DeJean takes that one, cracks it straight up the middle, just like his first hit, all the way out to center field. Nobody on second. DeJean goes to second, looks at third, decides to come back, and that scores Kelton Ladwig as he runs the base as well. Another run for the Falcons. DeJean to second base. First pitch in for ball 1. Second pitch right down the pipe. Chesney looks at strike 1. That one gets away from the catcher. DeJean will make it down to third. On the wild pitch, puts him just a one base away from another Falcon run. 2-1 the count here to Chesney. Miles will let that one go by. Now 3-1. Miles has walked 4 times this season. Swings at that one. Full count. 3-2. Miles trying to help himself. The pitcher tonight. Cracks that one to the shortstop. It's going to be a throw over to first. He'll be out, but the run scores as Chesney gets the job done. Plates another run for the Falcons. Now 2 down in the bottom of the second. Falcons lead 4-0. Cade Spots, who hit a liner right to the first baseman last time he was up. Swings at that one off foul territory over the third base dugout. 0-1 the count. There's a high fly ball out into the shallow center field. Shortstop's going to come back and make the play for out number 3. But the Falcons plate 2, 4-0. They lead after 2 innings. We'll be back after these messages. You're watching Fuller Digital Solutions.
Master the mealtime rush with the refrigerator that helps you cut down on clutter. The Whirlpool 4-door refrigerator keeps groceries in sight and easy to find. From easy reach shelves to a flexible ice bin, see how the 4 sleek compartments help keep ingredients organized so you can get dinner on the table. Visit Jim's TV and Appliance to learn more. Jim's TV and Appliance in Odebolt, your Whirlpool, Maytag, and Amana authorized service center, serving the area for more than 65 years.
Back here at OABCIG High School here in Ida Grove, the baseball field, home of the Falcons. Falcons lead 4-0. Rams still trying to get through their lineup. This is the number 8 hitter after 2 innings. Chesney with 3 strikeouts and a walk in that last inning. Ingram now up to bat for the Rams, batting .133. 4 hits, all singles, 14 strikeouts. Epic Ingram, the junior. First pitch, ball 1. Pops up that one. See if Falcons got a play in foul territory. Hoffman able to make the play for out number 1. Caden Kuhlman, sophomore, up now for the Rams, batting .235, 15 at-bats, 2 hits, both singles. He struck out 9 times. The lefty takes the first pitch from Chesney for ball 1. Pitch by Chesney high. 2 balls, no strikes here. Chesney falls behind early in the count. Big swing by Kuhlman there for strike 1. Another big cut by Kuhlman. 2-2 the count. Chesney evens it up after falling behind 0-2. Strike 3 swinging. Back to the top of the order will go. 4th strikeout for Chesney. We'll have a second look here at Tanner Dixon, the sophomore, batting .297, leadoff batter for the Rams. 11 hits, 9 singles, 2 doubles. Struck out 10 times. Takes that for strike 1. That evens the count up. 1-1. Chesney at 38 pitches now, as he has been efficient. Threw a lot of pitches in the second, so the Mapleton batters worked a lot of full counts, even though only 4 batters. 3 of those were full counts. Chesney able to get the strikeout on 3 of the 4 batters and walked a 4th. That one in the dirt. 2-2 the count now to Dixon. And the count is full. Big swing back into the fence, foul ball. Dixon extends this at bat. Falcons lead 4-0. They scored 2 runs on 3 hits in the first, 2 runs on 2 hits in the second. Some aggressive base running by the Falcons tonight. And it's going to be a single right at Ladwig, and he's able to get a break on it and make the play. Looked like that may drop, but Dixon records a loud out there. And after 2.5, Falcons lead 4-0. We'll be back with the Falcons in the bottom of the 3rd. You're watching Fuller Digital Solutions.
What word best describes your kitchen? Stunning, spacious, beautiful, maybe even functional. If you are considering a new kitchen that encompasses all of the above, it's time to call Kitchens and More by Melissa, your holiday kitchens dealer in Arthur. It all starts with your vision, which is brought to 3D life, then custom built and professionally installed by Melissa and Matt, working side by side with you on every detail. Kitchens and More by Melissa, a holiday kitchens dealer where quality products meet professional design.
I would recommend anyone looking for employment to come here just due to the fact that we offer a warm environment. The difference in departments that the CMHI and CUSO also offer give you a wide variety of job opportunities.
Some of the benefits I appreciate are the IPERS and the paid time off.
Dental, health, vision insurance.
I would recommend that you consider a career here because of the team atmosphere.
Because you can make a difference in people's lives, and you can make a difference in the world.
Headed to the bottom of the third for the Falcons. They're going to start with Bryson Kohler, the number 4 batter. Bryson reached on an error in the first, came around and scored. First pitch for Bryson, ball 1. There's a ball popped up into the infield. Shortstop calls everybody off for out number 1. Evan Hoffman up for the Falcons. His first at-bat reached on a walk, and then, like we talked earlier, aggressive base running for the Falcons tonight. Coach sent him home, and he was tagged out at home for the third out of the first inning. Takes that one for strike 1. One and one the count. And ball 2. Rips that one into left field. Falls in front of the left fielder. They hit the cutoff man, and Hoffman's got a single to get the inning started for the Falcons. Now Beck up to bat, who got to first in the first inning. His second at bat here. So the Falcons make their way through the order the second time. Throw back to first. Hoffman back in plenty of time. Miles Beck, 241 average on the year. Swings at that for strike 1. A little breaking ball gets away from the pitcher. Hoffman's going to get down to second. That'll make the count 1-1, and the Falcons have a runner in scoring position. A ball hit high in the air, right field coming in. Can't make the catch. It's going to get behind him. Hoffman's going to stay at third. Should score that a hit for Beck as that fell in front of a good effort by the right fielder. It'll bring up Isaac Hofling. He reached on an error by the shortstop in the first. Runners at the corners for the Falcons. Beck's going to go ahead and take second base. No play by the Rams. Now both runners in scoring position. Hofling batting .379 on the season. Takes that one for strike 1. 1-1 the count, 1 down here in the bottom of the third. Falcons leading 4-0. 7 hits so far on the game. It's close, but not close enough. 2-2 now the count to Hofling. Swings at that one. Goes straight to the second baseman who makes the play at first, but it'll score a run, and Beck's going to get to third. Nice job by Isaac Hofling there, as he gets an RBI. Out number 2 for the Falcons. Beck to third, and Hoffman scores. Ladwig, I believe Ladwig gets the first there. Now runners at the corners again for the Falcons. 2 down. Andrew Parks at the plate. Laid down a bunt in the second inning, but it popped off his bat behind the catcher. The catcher made a good play for an out. Expect Ladwig's going to go ahead and go to second base here. And he does. Now runners at second and third for the Falcons. Parks took that first pitch for a ball. And another run scores for the Falcons. That one low, ball 2. 2-0 the count here to Parks. Beck's still at second base. Ladwig's still at second base. Chopper to the shortstop for out number 3. And that'll end the inning. Falcons score 2. Falcons lead 6-0 after 3. Be back in a few moments. You're watching Fuller Digital Solutions.
Success requires the right components. The good stuff. Your local Ida Grove Napa stocks top quality auto parts, tools, and equipment for your next project. They even have many items for heavy duty trucks, marine, and farm equipment, oftentimes in stock, plus access to more than 160,000 different parts they can order and have it ready for you in no time. Napa service, Napa know-how, combined with Napa quality and selection. When you shop your local Ida Grove Napa, get the good stuff.
With over 22 counties in our membership area, we know sometimes you can't get to North Star Community Credit Union location in person. Our convenient mobile app allows you to access your account information from anywhere. You can deposit checks and even transfer funds to and from other financial institutions. Download the app for free for Apple and Android devices today. Rather talk to a person? No problem. Stop into any of our locations in Cherokee, Ida Grove, or Sheldon, and our staff will be there to help. You can also find more information online at nsccu.org. Federally insured by NCUA. Other rates and fees may apply.
At Nutrien Ag Solutions in Ida Grove and Battle Creek, their purpose is to grow our world from the ground up. They are the area's leading expert on crop inputs, services, and solutions. After all, they've been here since 1981. Nutrien plays a critical role in feeding the future by helping growers like you maximize yields. Nutrien Ag Solutions of Ida Grove and Battle Creek, moving the agricultural industry forward today and for generations to come. Nutrien Ag Solutions, proud supporters of the OABCIG School District and communities.
Smeltzer up to bat for the Rams to start off the fourth. Takes first pitch, strike one. And 0-2 quickly as Chesney works ahead. Smeltzer was thrown out in the first. Puts that one on the ground. Jax DeJean goes deep to get it. Throw over to first, not in time. They're going to call him safe as Smeltzer beats out the throw. Kohler came over to make a play on it, couldn't reach it. DeJean got a little deeper to field it. Just missed on the throw over to first. That's the first hit given up by Chesney. We're all the way to the fourth inning. Smeltzer on, no outs. Falcons lead 6-0. That pitch to Schmidt. In for a strike. Ball one now, 1-1 to Schmidt. One looked pretty good, but not good enough. 2 balls, 1 strike here to Schmidt. Smeltzer still at first. That one high for ball 3. Chopper to the third baseman. Kohler able to get one at second base. Tries to get it over to Hoffman, but can't make the play at first. He'll be safe. But the Falcons get the lead runner. Smeltzer gets thrown out at second for the first out of the inning. Schmidt will move to first. And Clausen, Bo Clausen up, the freshman, batting 133. Struck out in the second inning in his first at-bat. Ball 1 to Clausen. So strike zone is pretty tight, seems like, over there. Ball 2. Clausen took Miles all the way to a full count in his last at-bat. High, ball 3. Gets that one in for a strike. Chesney tries to battle back here. 3 balls, 1 strike to count. That one's going to be a walk. Second walk issued by Chesney. Clausen will go to first. Schmidt at second. And Patterson up to bat, struck out in the second. Ball one for Chesney. All of a sudden, strike's hard to come by. And Coach is going to visit the mound for a short chat, I'd imagine. We'll take a little break as well. You're watching Fuller Digital Solutions.
Thank you for watching this exclusive broadcast on Fuller Digital Solutions. To receive notifications and links about your favorite team's live streams, join our text club by scanning this QR code or text the word on the screen to the number shown. If your business would like to be a sponsor on broadcasts like this, please reach out to us at fullerdigitalsolutions@gmail.com. Join us all year long for coverage of your favorite team on Fuller Digital Solutions.
Life always has its bumps along the road. When you're in a bind, give Precision Towing in Ida Grove a call. Precision Towing offers swift, professional, reliable towing, hauling, and wrecker services. Anytime, anywhere, day or night, rain or shine. Trust the professionals at Precision Towing to get you back on track. And remember, 24/7, big or small, we tow it all. Precision Towing, Ida Grove.
One ball and no strikes here to Patterson. That one gets away from the catcher, but he's able to smother it. 2-0 the count. Runners at first and second, and one out here in the top of the fourth. Falcons lead 6-0. Ball three from Miles. The Rams work their way towards the bottom half of this order. They kind of feel like they need to get something going here. This has been their best chance of the game so far. Chesney throws a strike in there. 3 balls, 1 strike. The count. And strike 2, full count to Patterson. 0 for 1 on the night with a strikeout. Ball swung on there, hit to center field. That'll drop and score 2, maybe. It's going to be a double for Patterson. Schmidt scores. Clausen ends up at third. So runners at second and third for the Rams. Their first hits and first runs of the game here in the top of the fourth. Mason Kuhlman up for the Rams. The junior batting 179. Thrown out at first. No, sorry, he was walked. Got to first in the second inning. One ball, 2 strikes, the count to Kuhlman. Just one out here for the Rams. Two and 2 the count. And that one fouled back behind the catcher into the backstop. Swung on and hit into the outfield. Late jump by the outfielder is going to go over Ladwig's head. That'll score 2. Kuhlman's looking for a triple. And the ball is dropped and he's safe. Patterson scores from second. Clausen scores from third. Three runs on 3 hits here so far in the inning for the Rams. And an injury timeout here as that ball went all the way back to the fence. And center field and right field both went after it, but it was hit hard. We hope Kelton's all right. And he gets a little assistance from Coach back to the dugout. We'll take a break as well. Falcons lead 6-3. You're watching full.
With a click of the mouse or a tap of the app, farmers, you'll have the information you need when you need it. Welcome to Quad County Corn Processors online at quad-county.com. Get more done in the day with cash bids, discount schedules, market information, and notifications on what's important to you, like hours of operation. Information is power and profit, and we have the information farmers need online at quad-county.com. Quad County Corn Processors in Galva, partnering with farmers to fuel the nation.
Andrew Parks moves over from right field to center field. J.J. Parks is going to go to right field, I believe, is who they've got in there. Kuhlman, after the triple, stands at third. And Howland up to bat. He struck out in the second. Still just 1 out here for the Rams. Takes that pitch for strike 1. The Rams have cut this deficit in half with 6-0 starting the inning. Now 6-3. The man on third and 1 down. That pitch high. 2-1 the count. Swung on and missed. 2-2 the count. Chesney tries to get something done at the plate here for the Falcons. So Rams have done a good job putting the ball in play. Strike 3 for the second out of the inning. Ingrid now up for the Rams. He was thrown out at first in the third inning. Rams have put 7 batters at the plate so far in this inning, as they've scored 3 runs on 3 hits. Two balls, no strikes here. The count to Ingram. Swung on and missed. Strike 1. Caught him looking. 2-2 the count now to Ingram. Ingram batting 133 on the season. Now a full count. Rams 1-3 in conference, 3-9, looking to scoot up these conference rankings here with a win here tonight. Falcons sit at 4-2 in the conference, right behind KP, Ridgeview, and Woodbury Central. Ingram swings at that one for strike 3. Chesney closes out the top of the fourth with 2 strikeouts, but some damage was done. 6-3, Falcons lead. Bottom of the fourth coming up. You're watching Fuller Digital Solutions.
At Quad County Corn Processors in Galva, we want your corn and you want the best price. We can both win. We strive to give you multiple marketing tools for your toolbox by offering a variety of contracting options, including basis, minimum price, HTAs, bonus premiums, and accumulators. You work hard for each bushel, and we work hard to give you every penny you deserve at Quad County Corn Processors in Galva, partnering with farmers to fuel the nation.
There may not be a word more fitting than complete when it comes to Reese Auto Parts and Service of Odebolt. Not only do they have all the necessary CarQuest parts for your vehicles, they service them too. Cars, SUVs, and trucks, including heavy duty, plus towing services. 46 years of experience with 4 generations of Reese family hard work and dedication to your ultimate satisfaction. Fair, friendly, family service at Reese Auto Parts and Service in Odebolt.
Falcons to the top of the order here with DeJean. Gets a little chopper to third base. Not able to make a play on it is the third baseman, and DeJean reaches again. His third time on base in 3 at-bats. So he'll push that average a little higher tonight, probably. Falcons 6 runs on 7 hits so far in the game. DeJean to second base. Chesney at the plate. 1 ball. No strikes to count. One low for ball 2. Colin Smeltzer, the freshman for Mapleton. An ERA of 3.36. Facing the Falcons tonight. 3-0 the count to Chesney. DeJean, throw back to second. They're in plenty of time. It's going to be ball 4. DeJean steals third. Throws a little errant with a good attempt by the catcher. DeJean's going to be safe at third. Chesney walks. He'll be at first. Runners at the corners for the Falcons. No outs in the bottom of the fourth. Cade Spots up to bat. Hit the ball hard 2 times tonight, but ball caught in the air both times. It's a steal attempt there. They look to throw to second. Can't get it done. And Chesney will be safe at second. No pitch to the plate on that one. And Spetman in to run for Chesney here. That's second. So on the score attempt by DeJean, he makes it home. Puts Chesney at second. Now pinch runner Caden Spetman at second. And Spots just gets around to taking that first pitch. 1 ball, no strikes, the count. Hard hit ball. Cade was due on that one after the first 2 at-bats didn't go his way. He'll be safe at first. Ground ball out into right field. Runners at first and third for the Falcons. Kohler up to bat. Reached in the first on an error and was thrown out in the third. Takes first pitch, strike 1. There's an errant throw over the catcher's head. Spetman to home, called safe on the throw to the catcher. Spots moves to second, and another run scored for the Falcons. Still no outs here in the bottom of the 4th. Ball fouled off there by Kohler. 1-2 the count. Ball hit up in the air, coming out here to left field. He's underneath it. No chance for a tag. And a long fly ball by Kohler gets caught for the first out of the inning. Now Hoffman up to bat. Reached in the first and the second. Scored in the second. Takes first pitch for strike 1. That one's in the dirt for ball 1. 1-1 the count. 1 out down. 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th. Falcons lead 8-3. Some damage done in the top of the inning by Mapleton. Falcons back to the offensive side here in the bottom of the 4th, scoring some more runs. That one's just in play and able to be caught. A foul ball by Hoffman for out number 2. Back to the plate for the Falcons. Reached in both the first and the third, scored in the third. Change up across the strike zone there for strike 1. Hit to the shortstop, long throw over to first. It's not going to be there. Falcons are going to score another run. Beck's going to get to first. Really so deep there by the shortstop. He's not going to make that throw to first. Probably better to just eat it and keep that run from headed home. But made an effort over the first baseman's head. Spots will score on the overthrow. Beck gets a hit, gets the first. 2 down in the bottom of the 4th. Now 9-3, Falcons lead. Hopefully at the plate for the Falcons. Throw over to first, nothing there. Chopper on the ground, right to the shortstop. Can't make the play. Hopefully reaches safely. Beck moves to second. Runners at first and second for the Falcons. J.J. Parks in for the injured Kelton Ladwig. His first at bat of the game. That one fouled off for strike one by J.J. Nine to 3, Falcons lead. Bottom of the fourth, 2 down. Runners at first and second. Parks cracks one there, right to the second baseman. Can't make a play. Gets it to first base. Close play, close call. Called out by the umpire. Hard hit ball by J.J. Parks. And after 4, Falcons lead 9 to 3. We'll be back for the top of the 5th. You're watching Fuller Digital Solutions.
Since 1925, Rex Chevrolet has served Northwest Iowa's vehicle needs. Hi, I'm Mark Hansen, a third-generation dealer at Rex Chevrolet GMC in Odebo. It continues to be my privilege to help you roll down the road in the wheels you want. More space for a growing family, sporty for your weekend cruise, economy for your daily commute, and durability for the hard-working days. We have a great selection of new and pre-owned vehicles fit for every lifestyle. Stop by and visit Rex Chevrolet GMC in Odebo today, or view our inventory online at rexchevrolet.com.
When you walk into Sioux Valley Family Health, we want you to feel as if you are entering our home.
At Sioux Valley Family Health, our goal is to improve the health of our community by improving the health of the families who live here. Dr. Christopher Vandaloon and his staff are here to serve you because our priority is to treat each patient as if they are our own family. Make an appointment with us today.
Your family is our family at Sioux Valley Family Health.
Every morning, 365 days a year, farmers across this country rise to the task of feeding the world. Ag State understands the challenges and difficulties our livestock producers face. We are producers with you. This is why at Ag State, we produce the superior feed our farmers need at a competitive price. Livestock producers partnered with the feed experts at Ag State can leverage the knowledge gained along with the most up-to-date advice to produce effective improvements to your bottom line. Ag State, helping producers prosper.
Back at OABCIG High School here in Ida Grove, home of the Falcons. A new pitcher for the Falcons, Evan Hoffman, the freshman. He's got 3 appearances, 2 starts, 1-1 on the season. ERA of 4.67, 7 strikeouts, 6 walks given up so far this season. So with a 9-3 lead, coach makes a change here. That's going to be ball 1. To Caden Kuhlman, the number 9 batter, here in the top of the 5th for the Rams. That one's in there for strike 1. Ball 2 from Hoffman. So after 2 times through the lineup for Chesney, he takes a break from the mound and moves to third base. Gave Falcons a 9-3 lead. Nice outing for Chesney. First batter walked by Hoffman. As Caden Kuhlman reaches first base, back to the top of the order here in the top of the fifth. This is Dixon, thrown out in the first. And the third. 0 for 2 on the night. As the lineup gets a look here at Hoffman. There's a chopper to third base. Goes over the first baseman's head. Dixon's going to end up on the air at second base. And Caden Kuhlman all the way to third. Nobody out here in the top of the fifth. Runners at second and third for the Rams. Hoffman looks to settle down here. That ball hit right up the middle. Parks has got it in center field. Comes up throwing. Smeltzer at the hit to center field, makes it to second. Dixon's going to come around to third, and Kuhlman scores. Puts a run on the board for the Rams. Going to get a courtesy runner here. And Schmidt's going to be up to bat. Got out in the first. It was part of that rally in the fourth. Reached base and scored in the last inning. So no outs, runners at second and third. Here in the top of the fifth, strike one to Schmidt. Falcons lead 9-4. No balls, 2 strikes here to Schmidt. Swings at that one, drop strike 3. It's going to be out at home, but the run's going to come on the throw. Be safe at the plate, and another runner will advance to third. So Schmidt out for the first out at first. Smeltzer to third. And Dixon scores. Clausen now up to bat. Takes strike one from Hoffman. Smeltzer still at third for the Rams. Rams have plated 2 so far. 9-5 is our lead. 5 runs on 4 hits. For the Rams. That one low. 2 balls, 1 strike, the count. That one in there for a strike. Nice pitch by Hoffman. Evens it up at 2-2. And everybody felt good about that one except the umpire. Makes it a full count, 3-2. Falcons, a couple throwing errors this inning have led to 2 Mapleton runs. And that one hits him. He'll jog down to first. Runner stays at third. So Patterson up to bat. Just two at-bats. Struck out in the second, reached and scored in the fourth. That one in there for a strike. 0-1 the count. Big swing, but foul by Patterson. Strike two. Still one out for the Rams as they try to fight back in this game, trailing 9-5. Curveball by Hoffman popped up and out of play. Count will stay 0-2. So fourth and fifth innings for the Rams, they've started to get to these Falcon pitchers. Falcons have made a pitching change. That one popped up over the shortstop's head. Spots has got it out in left field. He'll hit the cutoff, but that'll score a run. Smeltzer scores. Clausen moves to second. And Patterson is going to be at first. He'll get a courtesy runner, I believe. Now Mason Kuhlman. Reached in both the second and the fourth. Hasn't scored yet, but one down makes it 9-6 ball game. That one in the dirt. Runners will advance to second and third as Hofling chases that back to the backstop. The count on Kuhlman. 1 ball, no strikes. Big swing, foul ball. 1-1. The Rams have sent 7 batters to the plate in this inning, which is what they sent in the last inning as well. That one inside for ball 2. Now ball 3, 3-1 the count, as the Ram batters have just not really chased anything too far outside of the zone. Gotten pretty picky at the plate, kind of starting in the second inning there. And have drawn these counts out on the Falcon pitchers. That one swung on and fouled out of play. Full count now to Mason Kuhlman, with 1 out and runners at second and third. Kuhlman draws the walk Long at bat there. He'll go to first. That'll get the bases loaded for the Rams with just one out. And Howland up to bat. He struck out twice. That pitch in the dirt for ball one. Fouled out of play. Strike one to Howland. 1-1 the count. Light rain falling here at OABCIG High School here at the baseball field in Ida Grove. That pitch in the dirt. Good stop by Hofling. For ball two, 2-1 the count. Hoffman gets that one in for strike two, evens up at 2-2. Bases loaded, one down here in the top of the fifth. Falcons lead 9-6. Rams looking to get closer. Sliced on and out of play. Count will stay 2-2. Howland 0-2 so far tonight. 2 strikeouts. Takes a cut at that one too. Foul as well. That one high and inside. It caught him, and that'll score a run. As Howland extends that at bat. He ends up getting hit by the pitch. Everybody advances, and Clausen comes home to score one. That'll bring up Ingram. Ingram 0 for 2, thrown out in the third, struck out in the fourth. As the Rams reach their 9th batter, we're going to have a visit to the mound here. We'll take a short break as well. You're watching Fuller Digital Solutions.
My name's Tyson from Larry Beckman Motors. We've been here for over 50 years, 3 generations, here every day. We're a full-line Chrysler dealer, so Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and then we also are a full-line Ford dealer. We have a great service department. We service a big area, a full-line Chrysler tech and a full-line Ford tech, do a lot of oil changes and services, and we wash your car and vacuum it every oil change. We are a small-town dealer, and we treat people with respect. We want them to feel comfortable and try to treat people the way we would want to be treated.
Short visit to the mound for Coach Johnson there. Hoffman back up top to pitch to Ingram here. Probably talked a little strategy with the bases loaded and one out, what they wanted to do. There's a chopper hit to Chesney. Chesney goes home, gets the force. Nice play by Chesney and his catcher, Isaac Hofling. As Patterson gets caught on the force out at home for the second out. No harm done there. Ingram moves to first on the fielder's choice. So bases still loaded. Now 2 outs. Top of the order here is Dixon. Score still 9-7. Rams have scored 7 runs on 5 hits. Falcons have scored 9 runs on 9 hits. And Hoffman gets ahead early, 0-2. 2 down here on the top of the 5th. That one fouled back into the backstop. We'll do it again at 0-2 with the bases juiced. Falcons leading by 2. Curveball swung on and missed. 3rd out of the inning. The Falcons get out of trouble there. Could have been a lot worse as the bases were loaded for a couple batters. After 4.5, Falcons lead 9-7. It'll be the Falcons up to bat in the bottom of the 5th coming up. You're watching Fuller Digital Solutions.
Christensen Van Houten Funeral Homes offers many different services. At their funeral homes, they explain the many different options in personalizing your service, then allowing you to make your own decisions. Their training and experience have prepared them to guide you through a very difficult time. They are committed to providing meaningful ceremonies to help you honor and remember the one that you have lost with a personalized service or for pre-planning your own funeral. Christensen Van Houten Funeral Homes is a proud supporter of OABCIG.
Back here in Ida Grove, OABCIG High School, home of the Falcons at the baseball field tonight. Parks up to bat, Andrew Parks. It's in for strike 2, 1-2 the count. A strikeout for Parks there. Back to the top of the order, Jax DeJean. He's reached and scored in his first 3 at-bats. Falcons would like some insurance runs here as the Ram bats have started to light up in the last couple innings. Jax takes the first pitch for ball 1. Second pitch inside, ball 2. That one outside, ball 3. And he walks him on 4 straight pitches. That'll bring up Miles Chesney. Chesney thrown out in the first. And the second, reached and scored in the 4th. DeJean on base. Coaches had the steal sign on a lot tonight. They'll try to hold DeJean right there. First pitch to Chesney, ball 1. Jean's going to take off, throw down to second. Not in time. Stolen base for Jacks. 2 balls, no strikes to Chesney. And we'll get a little visit to the mound for Mapleton. We'll take a little break. You're watching Fuller Digital Solutions.
Curry Seeds in Odebolt is a proud supporter of the OABCIG Falcons. As your local farmer-owned and operated source for DeKalb and Asgrow since 1984, we know the importance of getting the right seed for your operation. DeKalb and Asgrow bring you the best genetics and technology to manage the most important inputs to your operation. Come see John or David today. Go Falcons!
I was just wondering.
Enter query.
Should I use a robot?
Vacuum?
No. Are robots
Bots taking over the world? Yes.
Never mind.
Sometimes humans are just more helpful.
Unlike a robo-advisor, we can put together a personalized plan.
Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farm Bureau agent Denise Van Dusen in Ida Grove at 712-364-2931.
As you cruise through downtown Odebolt, Iowa, you'll find Swanson Insurance and Real Estate. Have you visited swansonwithyou.com? Put in a quote request. Check out real estate listings. Swanson Insurance and Real Estate, with you through the ages. Downtown Odebolt, online at swansonwithyou.com.
Pitching change here for the Rams. Jaden Bailey, the sophomore, comes in relief. Miles Chesney still at the plate. 2 balls, no strikes. DeJean at second. No outs. 1 out. Fouled off by Chesney for strike 1. Falcons lead 9-7. One's in there for strike 2 as the Rams have scored 7 runs just in the 4th and the 5th. That one swung on, put up in the air. It's going to be caught by the center fielder. DeJean's going to have to stay at second. Chesney flies out to center field for out number 2. Cade Spots at the plate. It's thrown out in the first and the second. And reached and scored in the 4th. Spots digs deep to get one, puts it into the outfield. It's going to be picked up by the right fielder. That'll score DeJean, and another base hit, 2 in a row for Cade Spots. Falcons get one of those insurance runs they're looking for. They now lead 10-7. 2 down, though. Kohler at the plate. That one fouled back. Oh, 0-1 the count. one fouled back. Kohler misses on the breaking ball. 0-2. 10-7 lead for the Falcons. In the bottom of the fifth, and that one gets past the third baseman. Base hit for Kohler. That'll move spots to second. Runners at first and second for the Falcons with Hoffman, who's come in to relieve Chesney on the mound at the plate. He's reached in the first and the third. Fouled out in the fourth. That one in for ball one. One and one the count now to Hoffman. Beck on deck. Leaves that one alone for ball two. That one high, ball three. Spots is going to dive for third base and be safe. Now runners at the corners for the Falcons with two down here in the bottom of the fifth. Full count now on Hoffman. Kohler steals second on the throw. Second and third, 2 outs, full count. And Hoffman's going to get walked. Bases loaded for the Falcons, 2 outs. Miles Beck to the plate. Miles has found his way on base 3 times tonight. Scored once, takes that pitch for strike one. Big swing there by Beck. Makes it 0-2. Some contact there. Ball's up in the air. Falls to the ground as the shortstop comes back to make the play. Couldn't do it. Tough play to come all the way back. That scores 1 or 2 maybe. Kohler and Spot score on that one. Makes it 12-7. Runners at first and second for the Falcons. 2 outs. And Hofling at the plate. Ball 1 to Hofling. 8 batters so far in this inning for the Falcons. Ball 2. Falcons scoring some runs with 2 outs here. 5th batter for the Falcons come to the plate with 2 outs. So some resiliency shown here by the Falcons. As Mapleton tried to make it close. Falcons have put on a scoring explosion here in the bottom of the 5th. 3 balls, 1 strike, the count to Hofling. Hard swing, pops straight up. Mapleton's had some trouble with these tonight. That one's caught by the first baseman for the 3rd out. But the damage is done for the Falcons. They score 3, 12-7, Falcons lead. We're headed to the 6th inning. You're watching Fuller Digital Solutions.
Welcome to Wonderful, a wonderful way to start your day with a delicious coffee drink, a wonderful way to spend your lunch hour with a freshly made sandwich, a wonderful way to quench your sweet tooth with a phosphate or tasty ice cream treat, a wonderful place to gather with friends and family. Welcome to Wonderful. Welcome to the Pharmacy, Soda Fountain, and Coffee House, located in downtown Ida Grove.
The Ridge Senior Living in Holstein is an excellent solution for a relaxed, worry-free, independent lifestyle. The focus in independent living is maintaining your independence. You may choose to participate in any of our number of community activities, grab some popcorn, and enjoy a movie in our lovely theater. You may also choose to utilize our meal services, whichever suits you best. At the Ridge at Holstein, we are committed to providing you and your loved ones with excellent customer service. We invite you to stop by, say hi, and take a tour with us today.
Headed to the top of the 6th here. Falcons lead 12-7. 12 runs on 12 hits for the Falcons. 7 runs on 5 hits for the Rams. Rams have been tagged with 3 errors. Falcons with 1. And the number 2 batter, Smeltzer, up to bat for the Rams. Rams have scored 3 runs in the 4th and 4 runs in the 5th. We'll see if the Falcons can shut them down here. First pitch to Smeltzer for ball 1. That one high, ball 2. One low, ball 3. So Hoffman behind early here to Smeltzer. It was a long inning if you're a pitcher. It's a long time to sit and not throw the baseball as Falcons got all the way through their lineup there in that last inning. Smeltzer's walked. He'll go to first. No outs here. Top of the 6th. Falcons with a 5-run lead, 12-7. Throw over to first. Gets past him. Smeltzer's going to stay right there at first. Schmidt at the plate for the Rams. He's thrown out in the first, reached and scored in the 4th, and thrown out in the 5th. That pitch in for ball 1. Popped up in the air. DeJean comes back and calls it. That's going to be out number 1 for the Falcons. Shallow left field. Now Another fly ball. That may drop. We'll see if it stays in fair territory. It goes foul. Good for the Falcons. Kind of fell into no man's land there as first base, second base, and right field all running towards it. Nobody could get to it. Clausen struck out in the second, reached and scored in the fourth and the fifth. Oh, and 1 the count. Smeltzer still on first. Ball delivered, fastball inside from Hoffman. 1-1 the count. One down here in the top of the sixth. Falcons lead by 5, 12-7. There's a ball hit into left field. It's going to go to the fence. Runner goes to third. He'll come around and score. Ball thrown in, not able to put the tag on. Clausen gets all the way to second. Smeltzer scores from first. 1 out. 12-8 is our score here. United Grove at OABCIG High School. Now Patterson up to the plate. Struck out in the second, reached and scored in the fourth. Thrown out on a force at home in the fifth. Foul ball for strike one. Won the count to Patterson. Man on second base. 1 out here in the top of the sixth. Hoffman works to keep Clausen at second. Fastball high out of the zone. Ball 1 to Patterson. Bottom half of the order here for the Rams. They did some damage last time they got to the bottom of the half. That was back in the fifth inning. It's in for a strike. One and two the count with a runner on second base and 1 out here in the sixth. Just high and outside. 2 and 2 the count. Swung on and struck out is Patterson. Out number 2 for the Falcons as they get closer to ending this game here. Mason Kuhlman now up for the Rams. He has reached in all 3 at-bats tonight. Fouls that one back and out of play. 0-2 the count. Bo Clausen for the Rams still stuck at second base. Been there for a while. As the Falcon defense has settled down a little bit here in the latter part of this inning. There's another one inside, ball one. 1-2 with 2 down, top of the 6th. Falcons lead 12-8. That one looked pretty good. But called ball 2, 2-2 the count. And that one caught him. Did he get hit? Or just jumped out of the way? Makes the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And 2 outs with a runner on second. Swung on a miss. Struck him out. Hoffman takes care of business on the mound, striking out the last 2 batters. After the top of the 6th, Falcons lead 12-8. They'll be back to bat the bottom of the 6th, and we'll be back after these messages. You're watching Fuller Digital Solutions.
Together, Wall of Fame and Creative Embroidery are your top choice for all of your promotion needs. Whether you need screen printing or embroidery, trophies or signage, Wall of Fame and Creative Embroidery is your locally owned in-house answer. We pride ourselves on giving your business the highest quality promotional items with the personal attention you've come to expect. We promise you the best quality for the best price. Wall of Fame and Creative Embroidery, your local answer. 1501 Zenith Drive, Sioux City.
The Hoffman Agency in Ida Grove wants to wish the OABCIG Falcons good luck. They know that whether it's athletics or academics, the OABCIG students work hard. The Hoffman Agency in Ida Grove offers old-fashioned customer service combined with today's technology to provide the high-quality, professional, personal, and commercial services that you deserve. The Hoffman Agency in Ida Grove, a proud supporter of the OABCIG schools.
We'll head to the bottom of the 6th for the Falcons. J.J. Parks in for the injured Kelton Ladwig. Kelton went back for a long fly ball into center field a couple innings ago and came up a little hobbled. Andrew Parks moved to center field. J.J. Parks came in at right field. He fouls the first pitch away for strike 1. A few more raindrops falling here in Ida Grove. Just kind of spit here and there. We missed the rain for the most part tonight. Two balls, 1 strike. Now the count. Falcons look to add to this 12-8 lead. There's the crack of the bat and a ball up the middle to center field by J.J. Parks. Base hit for J.J. Parks. He'll be at first base, and Andrew Parks now up. Andrew fouled out in the 2nd, thrown out in the 3rd, and struck out in the 5th. First pitch in for strike 1. That one hit in the air right to the third baseman. Surprised everybody, including the third baseman, but he got the glove up to make the out. Sometimes you hit it right where they're at. JJ's going to stay at first base, takes the Falcons to the top of the order with Jax DeJean. who's reached and scored in all 4 at-bats. Last time walked on 4 straight balls. That one in for ball 1. Parks with the steal there. Ball 2 to DeJean. Now ball 3. So 7 straight, counting the last at-bat, 7 straight balls thrown to DeJean. I wouldn't expect this to be any different. He's going to take a swing at that. 3-1 the count. Falcons going to spend the week on the road next week at Westwood, at Woodbine Monday and Tuesday, and then Thursday at Newell Fonda. Long week on the road. There's ball 4 to DeJean. And Parks is going to take third in the meantime. Then after road games against Westwood, Woodbine, and Newell Fonda next week, Falcons will start the following week. Will start the conference tournament. We'll wait to see where they get seated there and what locations they'll play at. Runners at first and third for the Falcons. Chesney up to bat. Big cut at that. Fouls it back for strike 1. Strike 2 to Miles. Chesney with a hit past second base. They're not going to be able to get it. Rolls into the outfield. That'll score at least 1, and DeJean's trying to take home, and he'll be thrown out. Chesney's going to end up at second base. So second out happens at the plate. J.J. Parks scores. And Cade Spots at the plate with Chesney at second. Spots 2 for 4 tonight. And 1-1 is the count to Cade. Swung on and missed there for strike 2. Bottom of the 6th, Falcons lead 13-8. Spots puts that one in play. It's going to go right through the infield to center field. Chesney's coming home. Spots is going to go to second. And another run scores for the Falcons as they continue to do damage on the bases. Now Kohler up to bat for the Falcons. Reached and scored in the 5th. First pitch in for ball 1. Little chopper hit to shortstop. Big throw to first base. And they're able to get him. Nice play by the third baseman, or the shortstop. Out number 3. That'll end the in the 6th inning for the Falcons. Scores 14-8. Mapleton's going to be down to their last 3 outs. When we come back, you're watching Fuller Digital Solutions.
As you cruise through downtown Odeboat, Iowa, you'll find Swanson Insurance and Real Estate. Have you visited swansonwithyou.com? Put in a quote request. Check out real estate listings. Swanson Insurance and Real Estate, with you through the ages. Downtown Odeboat, online at swansonwithyou.com.
The Hoffman Agency in Ida Grove wants to wish the OABCIG Falcons good luck. They know that whether it's athletics or academics, the OABCIG students work hard. The Hoffman Agency in Ida Grove offers old-fashioned customer service combined with today's technology to provide the high-quality, professional, personal, and commercial services that you deserve. The Hoffman Agency in Ida Grove, a proud supporter of the OABCIG schools.
Back here for the top of the 7th. Mapleton down to their last 3 outs. Trailing 14-8. Strike one thrown by Hoffman as he'll have a chance to close out this game. Ball put in the air. J.J. Parks over to get it for out number 1. Now just 2 outs the Falcons need to tie up this ball game. There's a shot down the third base line, just foul. Falcons fortunate there. Long strike by Howland. Oh, and 2 the count to Ingram. Oh, excuse me, Howland. As Hoffman goes back to work here. That ball's up in the air too. Should be playable for a Falcon infielder, and it is. Chesney gets it for out number 2. Ingram up to bat for the Rams. He's thrown out in the 3rd, struck out in the 4th. Reached safely in the 5th, but did not score. Hits that one. It's going to be a base hit. Spots is going to take that into his hand there in left field, get it into DeJean, and that'll be a base hit for Ingram. So Mapleton gets a man on in the comeback bid, but maybe too little too late, as they've already got 2 down here in the top of the 7th. That pitch in for ball 1. Wanted to swing at that one, but left it alone. Ball 2 from Hoffman. Nice pitch there by Evan for strike one. 2 balls, 1 strike, the count. 2 down here in the top of the 7th. Falcons lead 14-8. Man on first base. That pitch is in the dirt for ball 3. Top of the order coming up after this batter, so kind of like to get him here. Swung on and missed for strike 2. Full count here to Caden Kuhlman. And Kuhlman's going to get walked. They'll send him to first. Ingram moves on to second. Back to the top of the lineup for the Rams with 2 outs and trailing 14-8. Dixon, who struck out in his last at-bat in the 5th. He's reached and scored in the 5th as well, as the Rams made it all the way through their lineup, and Dixon got to bat twice. Thrown out in the 1st and the 3rd. Little meeting at the mound. Mapleton's going to host Westwood next week, and then they've got a break till the 21st when they travel to Denison Schleswig. Pitch swung on and fouled back by Dixon for strike 1. 2 down here in the top of the 7th. Falcons lead 14-8. Runners on first and second for the Rams. Falcons just need 1 more out in any kind of way to close this game out. That's in for strike 1. Strike 2, sorry. One's in the dirt and past the catchers. Runner's going to advance to second and third for ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count. Ingram moves to third, and Kuhlman moves to second. So a base hit into the outfield here. Probably going to score 2 and draw the Rams closer. There is a base hit into the outfield. Just going to score 1, though. So Ingram comes in to score. Kuhlman moves to third, and Dixon's on base with a single. 2 down here in the top of the 7th. Makes it 14-9. Runners at first and third. There's a throw down to second and a cutoff by Beck. So runners at second and third now, 2 outs. Smeltzer at the plate. He reached and scored in his last 2 at-bats. It's high for ball 2. 2-1 the count. Pitch low. Ball fouled up and out. 2-2. 2-2's the count with 2 outs. Deuces Wild on the scoreboard. Falcons looking to close this one out, leading 14-9. 2 men on. Falcons lead by 5. There's a pitch put up. This may be it here. Into foul territory. Nobody can get to it. And it falls harmlessly to the grass right by the fence. The spectators down the first base line. And we'll do it again. Hoffman delivers on the 2-2 count. High fly ball out to right field. J.J. Parks is there. And that'll be the third out of the game and the final out of the game. Falcons are going to take this one 14-9. Falcons with 15 hits. We'll be back with a short break and a few stats for you. You're watching Fuller Digital Solutions.
Forget the ramps and hassles when hauling. They are built to tilt. Tilt bed trailers made at Holstein Fabrication and Holstein Manufacturing.
We're excited to now offer one of the best tilt bed trailers on the market, ranging from 22 to 28 feet in length. And like everything we manufacture, these trailers are built to work, last, and make your life easier. Haul with confidence when you hook up to a tilt bed trailer made at Holstein Fabrication and Holstein Manufacturing. Visit us online today at holsteinmfg.com.
And back here at OABCIG High School here in Ida Grove, the home of the Falcons, teams take to the outfield to talk to their coaches. Falcons win tonight 14-9. Falcons score 14 runs on 15 hits, commit 1 error. And here's a weird stat for you. Mapleton scores 9 runs on 3 hits, and they committed 3 errors. So Falcons move up conference standings. They're going to move to 5-2 and 9-3 on the season. Mapleton's going to fall to 1-4 and 3-10 on the season. Mapleton's upcoming schedule, losers of 5 in a row. They're going to play at Westwood on the 12th, at Denison Schleswig on the 21st, and host Lawton Bronson on the 24th. For the Falcons, big week next week as they go on the road for 3 games at Westwood on Monday, at Woodbine on Tuesday, and Thursday night, long road trip at Newell Fonda. Then they'll take a break over the weekend and start their conference tournament on the 17th. Want to thank everybody for watching again. Big Falcon win tonight, 14-9. They win over Maple Valley, Anthon Odo, Charter Oak, Ute. There, I said them all, and I think I said them right. Again, thanks everybody for watching Fuller Digital Solutions.
Welcome to your exclusive presentation of OABCIG Falcon Athletics on Fuller Digital Solutions. Now we begin our live coverage and hope you enjoy the broadcast.